Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, we had the memorial service for the late President Kibaki, and Gashagwa was among the people who attended that service. That service gave an opportunity to Gashagwa to speak on various issues when he was granted a chance to address the audience. So Gashagwa went straight to William Ruto. And there are serious issues that he is also raising about President Ruto that I want us to look into. In fact, he has told Ruto, one term is real. So prepare for that. And Ruto, according to Gashagwa, is showing all the frustration with the issue of one term. That can be explained on the manner in which he is even going further to deal with the young generation in this country. There's one question he's asking: what is the big problem with Ruto against the children? It was in reaction to what transpired in Nakuru as far as the Butere girls play is concerned. Gashagwa is saying something here, and he is reflecting on how the colonial rulers were running their affairs in this country as far as how they were treating Kenyans. Indeed, the colonizers were so brutal. But according to Gashagwa, Ruto is more brutal than the colonizers of this country. So you can imagine an African black man who is more brutal than the colonizer against his own people. And here is the point, that despite the fact that colonizers were so brutal, they were not brutal on young children. They spared the children. But Ruto is so brutal even on young kids. He is so much brutal that is going for young girls. And for that reason, he is more worse.
We are looking at what is happening about Butere girls. We are unable to understand what is this viciousness against children by the present government. Even the colonial government that was very brutal, it never went for the children. Muzungu, they were very brutal, but they spared the children. So we have seen a situation where an administration has panicked because this one term is becoming real. So they have gone berserk. They have gone berserk, and they are now fighting shadows, including schoolgirls. From 2 girls, from 3 girls. These are harmless girls. How fluid is your government if girls can bring it down? Girls. Surely. So when you look at the situation in the Sudan, we are allowing gold to be processed in Kenya and guns to be smuggled through Nairobi to go and kill children in the Sudan. So we are asking, what is this bile against young children? We saw the killing of the Gen Zs, the abductions of young children. What is this bile against innocent young children?
Now, if you listen to Gashagwa keenly, after speaking on the matters to do on how the government has dealt with the girls in this country, he quickly jumped into the issue of Sudan, the situation in Sudan, where he's claiming that Ruto has allowed the rebels to smuggle the gold from Sudan through Kenya and look for the market, then smuggle from Nairobi firearms to Sudan to go and fight young children. So Ruto has problem with children. He has created an unfriendly environment for the young children, not only in Kenya, but also elsewhere in the continent. So for that reason, Gashagwa believes that Ruto really has a big problem with the children. With this, you can remember the stories about the issue of land in Nairobi, where playground was being forcefully taken by President Ruto. By then he was the deputy president. I saw even Charity Ngilu posting in 2022 about the young children in a primary school who were tear gassed by police officers when they were protesting about their own land being taken away. So indeed, if you got those stories, you find that Gashagwa might be talking on serious issues that have at least at one point happened. So lile swali anauliza ni swali lenye uhalisia, kwa sababu ni mambo ambayo yamewahi kufanyika Kenya hii, where children were subjected to tear gas, intimidation and harassment from police officers when the president was using his power as the deputy president to snatch or grab land that belongs to a school which provide a playground for the primary school children. Now, again, Gashagwa jumped very quickly and he went on to tear Nuruddin Haji into parts. Solution for Butere issue. According to Gashagwa, which is also very true. And he went on even to invoke the name of General Gachagua. He's now comparing that if he was alive today, whatever we were subjected to in Nakuru could have not happened. Because the play came all the way from sub-county to county to regional and to national, because now in Nakuru there were national events. How did we got there? That the big question is asking. How did we got there? And we have the NIS boss. When all this is happening, there was a way they could have stopped or blocked this from finding its way to the national. But they were all sleeping. That's why it found its way in this way to national, and therefore bringing all this trouble that they are now causing in the country. So NIS slept on the job. Reason? Gashagwa has explained.
Now I'm looking at General Gachagua here, and I want to say, if General Gachagua was the director of NIS, that plane would not have been banned in Nakuru if it had to be banned. Because it came all the way from the sub-county, nobody noticed. It went to the county, nobody noticed. It went to the region and it became number 3, nobody noticed. They only noticed about it in Nakuru, in the finals, because of a failed intelligence system. You know, that will not happen. So if a decision needed to be made that is a bad play and people should not see it, ingesimamishiwa huko mbali, because the houses on the ground every day. Lakini watu wote wamelala, kila mtu anatafuta pesa. Hii serikali ni ya biashara. Watu ya intelligence wanatafuta biashara, watu ya polisi wanatafuta biashara, rais mwenyewe anatafuta biashara. Sasa, you know, these are things that would make Mwai Kibaki turn in his grave. You know, tuko na shida kubwa, lakini Mungu anatusaidia.
Now, I want us to conclude this discussion, but I have a quick request for those who are watching the channel and you have not yet subscribed. Please, my humble request, consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. The truth is that This administration failed. The issue of Butere girls has exposed this government that they are not really doing their job. Gashagwa has told us why. Everyone is busy in the business of looking for money. Intelligence is busy. The police are busy. President Ruto is busy. They are in business. From the top state house down to the last man, NIS and the police, they are all busy in the business of money. So we have a failed intelligence system and a failed government. People are engaging into matters that are beneficial directly to them, making money. So Ruto is in the business of making money until it reaches a point whereby they discover that, oh, there is something bad coming, if indeed it was bad. Again, it's sijaona ubaya wake, because now that play is out. We have seen the script is already out. So if there was something really bad, they were too busy to discover the last minute when it has found its way to the national. Watu intelligence walikuwa huko, wakaona play ikichezwa huko. There was the most easiest way to stop this. When it was played at the sub-county level, NIS, they were there. Unless if they were doing what Gashagwa is saying. They watched. If it was so harmful, they should have stopped it from there. How do you do it? Make sure that this play has been poorly ranked. Labda waipe number 5, 6 there, so that it will not qualify to the count level. Okay, to qualify to the count level. Again, they had a chance to raise alarm and let the adjudicators rank it low so that it is not top 3 and it would have been blocked to find its way to the regional. Again, it found its way to the regional. They still had a chance. So listen to this. They were supposed to do the same. Rank it low so that highlight kelele mingi and it is banned from there. Chini ya maji. Because it will not find its way to the national. Lakini mnaamka wakati kwa national. Hii itatufanya tusiamini mambo ya Gachagwa anatuambia. I don't know your views, but let us meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.